Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to another session of our Icewind Dale. Rime of the Frostmaiden. I am your dungeon master, dungeon mister, joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hello, now is your first opportunity to do so.
So,
Hello.
There you.
And like every other session, we are going to start off with what happened last time before we get into what's going to happen this time. So, without further notice, last time, with Phineas and Erevan turning into snowflakes, the rest of you figured at least this is a diplomatic mission and continued up the side of the mountain towards the Goblin Fortress, being stopped at every chance by the Goblin lookouts. You knew we're being watched all times, but were given entrance to the fort and led into the well-constructed areas, noting dozens of goblins eyeing you on your way. You were eventually greeted by the chief, Yarbnock, and one of the only interior spaces here that was built up. And after some light discussions about a peace treaty between the goblins and the 10 towns, you had the chief on his own. He revealed he was indeed not a goblin, but a traveling gnomish actor in disguise who wanted to be free of this place, named Spellix Romwad. After this discovery, he told you about a strange egg-shaped crate that the tribe found, and told you about his rise to power within the goblins, and he had them all fooled, except for the head Booyog, and that all the goblins followed the word of Merrill, a terrifying beast with multiple heads, and a creature that lives off the ledge nearby. Inquiring about the shield guardian, though, he showed you to the broken down automaton. Looked as if it was being used as a marionette almost, tied up near the center of the place in a courtyard. You dropped it to the ground, accidentally dropping it to the ground, and started to get to work to try and get it going, or at least approached it. It activated, though, and started lashing out at anyone nearby. You guys, essentially, because you were the ones nearby. But it was also quickly shut down by a single word from Alara. With the commotion, goblins started to gather around to see what was happening. This didn't bode well as they were all starting to chant Merrill. The shamans of the goblin tribe called for you all to be judged by this being, and included the chieftain with you. Being lightly forced to take a trek across the encampment, forced to a ledge nearby some tents and a platform laid out, with the chanting continuing as you were approached the ledge. A gigantic Merrill showed themselves. A winged chimera with the head of a goat, lion, and a red dragon. The beast was a foe to be reckoned with, and nearly, breathing out its fire towards you all and assaulting you. It nearly took out Spellix along with a couple of you guys, defeating this creature as it fled off the cliffside to retreat into the storms below. The chanting stopped, and the Booyags let enough be alone, essentially giving you freedom to walk where you like in the camp, and claimed that Merrill had spoken by letting you live. Andres made for a feast fit for all of the goblins, although a little bland, but still enough to keep them distracted, and while they were, Alara activated the golem, bringing it under your command as it self-regenerated. You slipped out with Spellix as well, started heading out and back down the mountain, now with an armored magical automaton and a gnome at your side. That is where we're going to pick up, as you're maybe 45 minutes down the mountain, almost to the bottom of this smaller trek of the plateau. I think Andres had the snowflakes.
Most likely.
The shimmering of wind gusts out of your pack, and Phineas appears. And Phineas, you would see a bedraggled gnome with them, along with this wooden, steel, and stone automaton trudging beside them.
Ready to go talk to some goblins? Wait, who are you guys? Oh, we got the shield guardian.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm Spellix Ramwad. Pleasure to meet you. And he'll give like a deep, fanciful bow.
And how did you just appear here? What's going on?
What do you mean you just appeared here?
Aren't we going up to the goblins?
Been there, done that. You were turned into a snowflake.
I was rescued by these guys. Yeah.
Phineas just kind of looks down at his hands and examines himself. I was a snowflake.
Mm-hmm.
Kept you nice and safe in my pocket.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Here, look. You look kind of like this. And I show him the Erewhon snowflake.
As you can kind of see Erevan's face in this like 6-inch snowflake.
Huh.
Yep.
Is this Oral's magic?
Probably.
I assume.
Doesn't seem to be melting or anything, so he's probably fine for now.
Well, as long as he's not melting. And we're done with the goblins?
I'm not going
Yep.
back
Yep.
there.
Or
Yep, it's over.
did we make peace?
Right?
Yeah.
In a matter of speaking.
We didn't burn anything down, did we? Glance over
No.
at Tia.
As you notice, Tia is not there. She has yet to return from her time with the giant.
Oh, that's right.
No, but we killed their god.
I don't think it died. I think it flew away down the mountain.
We should have killed it.
The one time I get turned into a snowflake, I miss all the action.
But do we get the construct? I think it's imprinted onto Alara.
It's fascinating. How tall is this thing?
About 10 feet tall. 9 feet tall? I don't know. We'll say like 9.5 feet tall.
Huh.
2 meters?
Yeah, Phineas like walks
Bit more.
around and inspects it, and lifts his arm up, and is like just inspecting the whole thing. Fascinating.
And the gnome, dark hair covered in snow, and looks like some sort of costume on that's been stitched together. I worked on it for a while. I couldn't get it up and running. Something of a intellectual myself.
Oh, good to hear. We'll have some long conversations while we travel together then.
Oh, we're going back to the Tin Towns, right?
Eventually?
Well, yeah. With a bit of a detour.
Oh,
The
okay.
scenic route.
Detour.
If you...
You really want to do that?
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
I'm safer with you guys than the goblins. I think they were going to feed me to Meryl, but, you know, even if you weren't there, so I'm glad you showed up when you did.
That's... We could argue that point, but I won't.
Oh, thanks. So you got
Looking at the map.
you got a
I
camp nearby?
suppose
No.
We make
No.
camp.
Okay.
Till we have a camp nearby.
What time of day is it?
It's nighttime.
Nighttime.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of that happened in like 2 hours of time, so it's probably like 9 or 10 at night.
So did you need to make a hot exit from the goblins, or do we need
Kind
to
of, yeah, well,
do we need to keep on moving? And
not a hot exit, but a stealthy exit.
So we should keep moving for a bit and then make camp.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hearing from this direction, and I point toward the direction I hear the ping.
East.
Is that where we're heading?
Still the plan, right?
I believe so.
Yep. Yeah. Get this over with.
All right.
And as you start trudging on through the night, finishing getting down this trail down the mountain, coming to the icy waters of the Red Run, making a little bit of maybe an hour or two more before you feel like you're comfortable, or at least a comfortable distance away from the goblin encampment. Easily enough. Snow's starting to fall. Tracks will probably be covered by morning.
Once we get we are a good distance, Phineas will start to set up the dome, doing his ritual, drawing a circle in the snow.
Spelix will just kind of observe you. You get that from a book?
Yeah, it's in my book. Yeah, it's kind of my own design. I've been kind of playing with it. We've been traveling for a bit, and I was trying to think of a way to, kind of protect us from some of the elements, and to some extent, some magical effects.
Huh.
Kind of a must-have for survival out here.
Yeah. You must be a powerful wizard.
I mean,
I'm something of a magician myself. Nothing, so grand as protection from the elements. I had goblins for that, for a time.
what schools of magic do you practice?
Nothing but the best,
Time magic.
a little bit of, yeah, absolutely, time magic, a little bit of transmogressions, and a little dabble in illustrative magic.
Alara is just watching with a very judgmental stare.
Illustrative magic. Well, I'm a bit of a writer, and
Oh, so
Yeah,
you must have
writing.
heard of the great Spellix Ramwad. Probably one of the most famous actors in all of the Sword Coast.
Actor.
Yes, at your service.
Have I ever heard of him before?
Nope.
Right. Yeah. Well, I believe. I'm so sorry for being rude. Phineas Featherdash at your service.
Oh, well, of course, feathers.
It's a family name.
I've only met one other Aarakocra, and wasn't a nice fella. But you seem a lot nicer, and might I say, more powerful. If you're anything like your friends, then, well, wow.
My friends are much stronger than I am.
Don't do that, Phineas.
Come. Get out of the snow. This is ready in just a moment. And this room right here, and done. And the dome forms overhead.
It's a frosty white exterior, probably to cover up from the snow.
Yep. Looks like a half of a snowball.
Yeah,
Big
absolutely.
snowball.
And like the snow even like lands on top of it. Like it doesn't bury you in much, unless it was like a blizzard. But even then, keeping the elements at bay. And just seeing a long stretch of white. And the faintest hint of the mountains as the northern lights aurora starts to spread into the late hours. Is there anything you'd like to do before you bed down?
You know, Alara, we don't have to do this. The dome has been helping me. I haven't been getting the headaches lately. We don't have to go if you don't want to.
And try and steer Andres and Sev away. Yeah, unlikely. And I understand, like, yeah, you say that the dome's been helping, but we need to get rid of the pain for you. We need to get rid of the headaches altogether. Because, like, I guess it's all right for, like, Sev and I, because, like, we don't really use we do use our brains, but, our contributions do not come through our intellect. But yours does. And we need that. And if it means facing the if it means facing those bastards, then so be it. Anyway, I've got this guy with me, and I just pat the medal of the shield guardian. Yeah,
Have you thought of a name yet?
Jax.
Jax.
Mm.
Pleasure to meet you, Jax. I look over at him.
Just standing there.
Huh. Not much of a personality.
No, maybe he'll develop one over time. Mhm.
Have you thought about
How
going
long?
home?
There's no use anyway.
This might be the
I don't
closest
have.
chance you get.
I know, but what's there at home for me? I don't have any family there anymore. Like honestly, probably going home would probably make me just sadder because I would have all those memories there, but none of the people that I shared them with. Be lonely.
I, for one, I'm glad you're here with us. With me. Us. Everybody.
I'm glad I'm here with you as well, Phineas. And the others too. They're not too bad.
Phineas ruffles up his feathers and he kind of nestles down. Purrs go to sleep.
All right. As you bed down for the evening, not completely unawares of the weather outside, it does seem to be snowing pretty heavily. Not quite blizzard conditions. Seeing it kind of lightly pile on outside. Again, not bearing you, but enough to notice. All the while inside is cozy and warm. Even some of the snow around starts to melt. Makes it a little damp, but the dome also dries that pretty rapidly. And you all get a long rest on at the foot of the spine of the world. Well, not far from the foot of the spine. Not bad.
Nope, not at all.
Really, is there such a thing as a bad portent?
Not at all. 2 10s, even that's not bad.
What? You got at least a couple of days, if not 3 days journey to your supposed destination. How, if anything, or, well, what are you guys doing to help out your travel across the tundra? Are you sticking to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to? I was really just going to say sticking to the rivers, but then I got the song stuck in my head. Are you sticking to the river heading eastward, the Red Run?
Seems like the most logical choice.
Might as well. And if we're committing to going to whatever Phineas has, much like the Shield Guardian, he kind of knows which, at least the straightest direction.
Yeah, I'm keeping.
We shouldn't get too off track.
Yeah.
I can man point on direction for sure.
Unless we want to audible and take probably a day and drop our gnome friend off at Dugan's Hole. I guess it'd be a day
Almost
north
on the
for
way.
a day north for 2 days south.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't just like throw the snowflake and have Aaron pop out.
If only.
I choose you.
Spellix doesn't mind traveling with you guys. It's better company than the goblins, at least. More civilized.
I'm less worried about the company.
Be it on his head.
Hopefully not in his head.
Won't mind.
Well, is there anything you guys are doing to help along your travel? You have a general direction. I wouldn't say it's very specific. You would just know when you're getting closer and when you get further in long strides, Phineas. I wouldn't say it's like, yeah, you know it's this direction exactly. Although you've kind of pinpointed, so as long as you stick along the river and keep the mountains right by you, you'll eventually kind of get to it. But essentially, like, are you guys doing anything, or are you just walking? Is there a skill you'd like to use to help your travel? And if so, what? And if so, how?
How's the weather?
Over the next few days, it's going to vary. I will say that. So essentially, trying to.
Oh, never mind. I forgot I was missing an eye for a second.
Yeah.
So I
Can't fly up and scout ahead. Essentially, a longer version of a skill challenge, and depending on your rolls, will determine if you encounter anything, when you encounter something, and what you encounter along the way. Could be something as simple as, I mean, you don't have to worry about like collecting firewood or anything like that, unless like one of you wants to go like hunting, catch some rabbits or something, or even a deer, or you could do your best to keep yourselves on a safer path, things of that nature. Or even using knowledge of the area to help determine safe routes, or where, like, I don't know, avalanches are known, stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess with Phineas's reading of different books and atlases, he'll point out different spots where it looks like avalanches might happen, or there has been, things have happened in this area in the past. Be aware.
Or it could even be like, orc raiders are known to lurk among this valley or something like that. Like, so yeah, give me a history check. Might deter you deter you. Yeah, that's the right word. Might deter you by like an hour or so, but
That's gonna be a natural one.
yeah, I see that. As you realize as you're starting to walk through, you haven't done much studies on the actual spine of the world. Maybe the 10 towns beyond, but like the areas directly in and around the spine, not so much. This patch is going to give watchers inspiration to Phineas. It won't help this roll because it was still in that one, but Phineas, you do have a d6 you can use anytime throughout this session, thanks to Patch. So thanks, Patch.
Thanks, Patch. There's a bunch of rocks.
Yep.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Essentially, it's also kind of a chance to narrate your own problems that you would see along the journey, and also the solution. Chance to be creative.
Dare you make us be creative in a creative storytelling game?
We're walking through a tundra. There's not much to look at.
Snow
Yeah.
and some more snow.
I spy something white.
Is it an owlbear?
Not again. Not again.
Oh,
I mean, that could be another. You could be on the lookout for owl bears, like you tell me. Or it could just be simple observation skills, like keeping a lookout in general, like. Or it could be noting, following the tracks of herds of animals to know because they usually go the safe space. Or, just kind of think of like your skills and what you could do with them in this scenario. Think of it as a blank canvas. You can interpret it however you like.
I guess I can be on the lookout for the friendly Albert family.
Okay. That specific family?
I mean, Alberts in general works perfectly fine. But if it's them, that's even better.
Okay. So give me a survival check at advantage because of your history with owl bears.
Wait.
And essentially, I'm not going to cover every pass or fail in this exact moment.
Hey. Wait, what?
We'll
That
wrap
doesn't
it
look
all.
right.
It rolled a. Does not look right.
Oh, my character sheet's broken. Yep, my stats are gone. That's weird. Everything else is still
That's nutty.
Alright, I'm gonna try and fix that.
That's interesting. It literally zeroed out everything.
But all proficiencies are still there in my spells too. This isn't beta. This is the
Well, we kind of have our old character sheet still. At least there's that. Oh. Yeah, you still have your old character sheets. So there's something.
Yeah.
Still you rolled a I don't even know. Let's look at the details on there.
A nat 20.
Okay, it's still a nat 20. Okay. Anything from Sev or Lara? As Andres is keeping an eye out for owl bears. Say what?
We have a survival and a history check, so
Mm-hmm.
But so the only thing that I would probably be doing is looking out for signs of like those rocks, those anything alien.
Okay. Give me a. I'll be an Arcana check. I'll give you advantage also for your history.
Which one? What type of check?
Arcana.
Oh, come on, load up.
Did anyone else's
And
character
plus
sheet just break?
advantage.
No, that looks fine. I haven't clicked anything, so.
Well, 12's not horrible.
All right. Keeping an eye out for anything illithid related. Or in that nature. What about Sev?
I don't suppose you can set my level back to 6 because it's 0 currently, and I can't do anything about that.
It's awkward.
Interesting. But it still has your spell slot set for what they are.
Huh.
And it still has all your features.
Yeah,
That's so weird.
that is weird.
I'll report a bug ASAP. So no, I can't reset the level.
It's okay. I'll use the old character sheet and just remake the character at some point.
Yeah. It happens. It sucks. Big butt. But Sev.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Nope, the old one's gone. At least for me. I can't access it.
What?
It opens the character mancer.
Maybe if you get out of the game and then launch it back up, maybe it will
Yeah.
reset it.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it
Let me
right. I'm
try
looking
that.
at it right now. It opened right up.
Interesting.
maybe it's just you. Hopefully.
No, because I looked at his new character and it did this. It was everything was set to 0.
It is broken.
That
I'm
one
actually
is
not
broken.
even seeing. There's Andres just popped up back in the game for me.
Well,
Right.
it's because he left and he came back.
Yeah. Okay. Wins to level 0. Hold on. Oh, okay. At least I can access that now. So that kind of worked.
It's so weird, and it took away all the attacks too. So
Full
yeah,
rebuild.
Sev, what are you doing for this journey? Got someone looking out for crazy alien influence. Someone looking out for owlbears, and someone looking out for, well, trying to remember what they studied in history about this.
I guess I'll just look out for ways we can save time, either shortcuts or things to
Okay.
avoid. Or if we're
Uh,
following a river, like, are we on the right side of the river? Do we need will
Yeah, I
we need to
got you.
cross
I
at some
got you.
point?
Give me a.
While Severage is doing that, he starts to hear kind of whispers in his ears, and he's gonna roll 15.
All right. I was gonna say it's gonna be. Well, I guess he's not there yet. But yeah, it'll be a nature check.
Right. Well, nature, so +5.
So getting a 20. So in the end, I'm real quick, just make copies of everyone's character,
Backups.
which I had done to previous games. I hadn't gotten to this game yet. Cause I'm a big dummy. But as Phineas can't remember the stories he's heard of the region or what to look out for around here, realizing every time you try to think of something that you remember, it's like, oh, you just drawing blanks. And with Alara keeping an eye out for strange alien activity, you realize there isn't any around. I mean, not strange that there isn't any, but just keeping an eye the whole time. It's every time you think you see something that could be something, it's like, no, that's just a regular, like, animal track or something. And with Sev, noting the structure of the river, and when it gets into the wooded area, it actually turns into kind of canyon-like land. And would say to the safest space, looking at the topography of the area, going down in the canyon is probably your best bet. Especially with the heavy snows, just trying to keep that out of the way. And as you're kind of leading down into these not super steep canyons where the rivers are, but as you're going through these canyons, heavy snow, and well, at least the wind isn't as much of an issue until it kind of catches into the canyon every now and then, blustering. But for the most part, it stays above it because they're not super steep, or they're not super steep. They're not super wide. It's not like the Grand Canyon, more of just like small canyon land, maybe 20, 30 feet, where the river flows through. It probably did flow up above, where the river level's at now at some point. Right, what carved it. But heavy snow. I would say Severage, you would note you see something moving along the canyon ridge. And then it kind of disappears for a second. And Andres, with the nat 20, keeping an eye out, or ear out, for any sign of owlbear activity. You would hear the loud squawking whimper of an owlbear.
I say we have to check that out immediately.
It's coming from down the canyon.
What do you hear?
Friendly owl bear. In distress.
How do you know it's friendly?
They all kind of are.
I mean, they are cute.
They are, for sure.
Spellix looks like, what are you talking about? They're aggressive beasts.
No, not at all. Trust me.
Yeah. All right.
They're just big silly guys.
See what you can find.
You guys
Yep,
continue
approach the direction that the sound came from.
continuing down the canyon. As you do, maybe a minute or two passes, and you can hear low growling and heavy thuds as an owlbear, sure enough, is running along the canyon right in your direction. You can see blood on it, blood all over it. Not that it's like absolutely covered, but you can see that it has sustained some sort of wounds. And quickly chasing behind it is a behemoth of a pure white crag cat
Oh,
barreling down the canyon. And I'm going to bring you to a map and we're going to roll some initiative. Let me know if the snow is too much and I can take some of it away. I do have, I think, a couple of layers of snow going
Friendly
on.
kitty.
Yeah, you see a giant kitty running down, chasing down this owl bear. And we're going to roll initiative, yeah.
Natural 20. Man, that sucks.
Why does it suck?
It could have been on a cool spell or something. And that means I gotta go first.
Well,
Second.
Sev will go first. As we'll do... Hey, crossing the chasm. You guys aren't crossing it.
Do I need to do initiative for the Shield
Yes.
Guardian, or does it?
Well, actually, your call.
Initiative.
Whatever you want to do. I would say
I've never played like an extra character.
Okay, fair enough.
I've never been that type of ranger.
Yeah. Fair enough. As Phineas. Oh, no. Well, Sev, you got hired. Yeah, there you go. Sev, you are up first, seeing this owl bear running towards you all. What do you
That's a
do?
drop.
You can see it looks a little wounded. And you can tell that there's something following. You can't quite see the crag cat. As I've shown you the crag cat before. They're cute, guys.
We saw a frozen one in
You have seen a frozen
bowels
one.
of the ship.
Yes.
Those of us that went down there.
This one is easily twice the size of the one you saw on the ship.
Yeah. Occasionally, I get a white flash with this snow.
Yeah,
I think
right.
It's one of,
Right in
I
the
think
center.
a particle just takes up the whole screen.
Yep. There it is.
Let me see which one that is.
Music's not working great on mine. But that's okay.
I can get rid of. I think it's the top-down one. How's that one?
Nice.
Number 6.
It is snowing heavy, so kind of not quite blizzard conditions, but it is mitigating some, a little bit. The range attacks will be at disadvantage, and flying will be take an athletics check.
I already have disadvantage on spell attacks.
Well, there you go.
I don't know that I...
Blizzard means nothing.
I have to go first. I don't want to go first.
You can hold your action.
I will move up here.
That is kind of like starting to climb the ledge there, but it
Well,
isn't
then
like
I'm-
it isn't the steepest climb. Like you
Yeah,
can.
I don't know where the...
Yeah,
I'm against the wall.
yeah. That's about
down
it.
one more than I'm fine. Like,
No, yeah, you can move up one.
I just don't want to be over here where there appears to be a drop.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I will... I get to move if they get that. It's not exactly the same.
Forgot to roll for spellix.
This is what I kind of want to do. Because I don't want to attack. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. I would like to use my Yeti magic and yell really loudly and kind of just aim it between them
Okay.
and just
Trying to
throw the...
intimidate.
Just try to see if I can get them to... Maybe I can just scare the cat away.
Okay, give me an intimidation check. This is a very large creature.
Well, I rolled very poorly. So are Yetis. And Yetis that throw shooting stars.
That's true.
But I rolled a 5.
But with a 5, just kind of blends in with the rest of the snow falling here. Anything else for Sev?
Because I have it, I'm gonna bonus action and try to hide against these rocks.
All right, I'll say give me a stealth check at disadvantage because it is like
I'll take it.
not
I'm
quite
doing-
plain sight, but there is heavy snowfall.
It's basically free, so I'll try it anyway.
Okay.
Double check
Sure.
some stats. Fair enough. You just
The other option-
make yourself small there. I gotcha. That'll take us to Phineas in the back of the troop. Also, I wasn't sure how you guys were running along, so if this
Works
seems
for-
about accurate.
Works for me. I'll go over here to the side of our little gnome friend. All right, use your illusion magic to distract him. All right. And
I
I'll
said
bring
illustrative.
and I'll bring out my wand and point it, and this crackling energy come out. I'm gonna try and witch bolt him. The big kitty.
The big kitty.
Different one.
The big kitty.
Fair enough. Is it a spell attack?
It is.
All right, give me a spell attack at disadvantage.
A 9.
With a 9. Go ahead and roll me some damage. As this witch bolt launches across the snow area of this cavern. I think you have to roll damage from the sheet still with some spells.
It would be my next turn that it would do damage.
It still does damage on the first turn. Go ahead and roll damage. You'll find out why here in a second.
10 points damage.
As this arcing electricity through the snow, the crag cat sees it, and you see this flicker of light. The witch bolt arcs back. Roll me another spell attack. You'll still be at disadvantage with your witch bolt.
19.
Love it. It arcs back and lands straight into your chest, Phineas, as you take 10 points of lightning damage.
Oh, that one's no. Goddamn stupid wand.
Anything else for Phineas? Luckily, it just takes away that temporary hit points that you had.
No, that's it.
All right, that'll take us to Alara. Seeing Phineas's magic reflect against him.
I'm like, okay.
Real quick, do I get a sense it's because I missed, or is that a thing of the creature?
I would say you're unsure.
Do I still have concentration on this thing, or do
You can drop it
check?
instantly. So now you can literally drop spells anytime you want, even like forever spells.
So right now I'm concentrating on this spell for myself, not for it.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I would just drop the concentration.
yeah,
Then.
absolutely. Alara, behind a
gonna
tree,
move
you can see that
Slightly
this
forward.
owl bear.
I don't want to. Ugh. I am going to hold my action in case something attacks me or someone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Holding your ranged or melee weapon.
We'll do melee in case
Okay.
the owlbear decides to come my way.
Pulling the swords out, that will take us to the owlbear's turn. As the owlbear kind of skids into the snow, seeing an obstacle for it, unsure what to do, it lets out a bellowing roar as it is confused in the moment, looking ready to snap and claw at anyone who comes near it, kind of facing the crag cat, facing you guys. It doesn't know what to think in this moment. That's gonna take us to the crag cat. And crag cat is gonna run towards the owl bear. And as it does, it pounces on it. Getting a claw attack. It actually misses the owl bear. Just barely, though. And then it lets out a large roar. And I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw. As it roars out, you can see these little flecks of light emanating in the sound waves that it bellows out. Everyone to make a con save, not just Andres.
Yeah, I'm not getting any of theirs. There's Phineas's.
All right. Or you can always just roll a d20. There were some issues with saving throws last night in the new sheet.
Nice.
All right. And Alara, if you want to roll a d20 for us. All right. As Sev, Alara, and Spellix are all frightened. Why you are frightened in this way? At the start of your turn, you have to make a Constitution saving throw, same DC. If you fail that DC, you cannot cast spells or concentrate on them. But that is what the crag cat does, this giant crag cat. That'll take us to the shield guardian for Alara. Or actually, the owlbear is going to lash out at it real quick. Actually doing a shitload of damage. As it does instinctually. Jeez. So, again, back to shield guardian. It did 31 points of damage to the crag cat.
Damn.
Yeah. As Dementophobia is also giving... It'll be Andres, the next up. The 1 buff. So, Andres, you have +1 to everything for the next minute.
Whoa. Nice.
Thanks to Dementophobia.
Thank you.
So yeah, Laura, what's the shield guardian doing?
I think I'm just gonna have it stay put for the second.
Okay.
Actually, no, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it so that it basically blocks the path to the other guys
Gotcha.
in case.
Fair enough.
Let's just be a shield.
Let it just be there. It is a big shield. That'll take us to Andres.
Andres is going to approach the big fluffy boy.
Which one?
The good one.
The smaller fluffy boy, the medium
The
sized.
one he likes. Yeah.
And he'll go, "Hey friend, it's okay. We're on your side. You can run if you want to." And I'd like to use my Owlbear Whisperer feature.
Absolutely. Is it a persuasion or an animal handling?
Animal handling.
Give me an animal handling check. With a 23, as you just kind of pet it.
+1.
It acknowledges your presence, but there is a giant cat nearby. It almost swipes towards you, but as you kind of whisper sweet nothings into its ear, it resists that swipe and just kind of acknowledges you. You see a sad look in its eye.
Mhm.
It's desperate. And anything else for Andres? That will be your action to make it passive towards you guys.
I'll combine that with a healing word for the owlbear.
Okay, love it.
I click the thing. Let's see if it's going through. No.
You trying the new sheet still?
No, this is the old one.
Interesting. We'll just roll 2d. Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
It might also be the snow messing with the bandwidth stuff too.
My snow stopped falling.
I can get rid of it.
Yeah, my music is messing up, I think, because of the bandwidth of the snow.
Use your imagination. I'll get rid of the snow.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
cold and
exactly.
snowy.
It looks so nice. Now everything's blue. So for 9 points of healing, did that roll 2d4?
It
It did.
did.
It did. Nice. I couldn't remember because some. Yeah. Yeah. Owlbear. Some of its blood dries and scratch marks on it heal up. Holding your ground there, Andres.
Yep. That's all my movement, anyways.
Oh yeah, +1. So actually gets +1 healing. Thanks, Patch,
Oh,
for the reminder.
nice.
That will take us to surprise guest numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As several crag cats make themselves known, lurking all around you guys. A couple of them don't have very far to go. A couple of them have quite a distance to cover. As one of them launches across the way towards the owlbear, and the big one's side. One of them is going to leap down here, and the other two are back here are going to leap over here. This one will easily run across the waters. Yeah. As the only one who won't get attacks is this one, who's going after the owlbear. Gonna roll for these to see which one of you guys it's attacking. It's gonna attack the shield guardian. But Alara, you had your ready to action as these crag cats are
Yes,
rushing
I did.
towards you. So go ahead and give me your attacks.
Okay. I'll just make the attack rolls so you decide which one I'm hitting.
Fair enough. I'll say the one on the right came first, so. Yeah, 20 gonna hit with that first short sword. Making the next attack at advantage for 7 points of piercing, stabbing into this as it yowls.
Advantage.
27 gonna hit as well. For 4 points of damage. But still kind of putting it off to the side enough for your scimitar to also have advantage. Because of that Nick property. Good thing for that. 23 will hit. For 4 more points of damage. It's kind of whittling into this crag cat as they both try to pounce on you. Getting a 14 and a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Alright, you take 5 points of slashing damage. It can then make a bite on you. As Alara, you are getting the 1 buff from Patch now. So thanks, Patch. And Alara, you have
Thanks,
+1 to
Patch.
everything. But as it claws you for 5, so you actually don't take the 5. You take 3, and the shield guardian will take 2, because it's within 60 feet of you. It's then going to try to bite you. Getting an 11 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
As they're just trying their best with their pack tactics. They don't actually have pack tactics, but you know. This one is going to attack, try and pounce at the shield guardian there. Getting a 22 to hit the shield guardian.
Damn.
which does hit. The Shield Guardian's AC is 17. Shield Guardian takes 8 points of slashing damage. And then it goes for a bite as well. Missing with a 14. Just not that it doesn't notice Sev, because it does. But it does look more like, oh, this is the big thing. I'm attacking that.
Stupid thing's not doing that properly.
Oh, I know what you mean.
That's weird.
I gotcha. That'll take us to these guys down here. One of them's going to pounce at Phineas, and the other's going to pounce at Spellix. Phineas got a 14 to hit.
Shield.
As the shield goes up, you take no damage. This is the part I forgot. It was the prone thing. So I'll remember. Now I remember it. I need a strength saving throw from Phineas.
Man, at least I'm really good at those.
So good.
As it
Two.
pounces on your shield, it's going to try to bite you. As it knocks you down, getting a 23 to hit.
That hits.
You take 9 points of piercing damage. This thing essentially tackles you. The other one against Spellix, though, got a 14, which just hits Spellix, as Spellix takes 11 points of damage. And needs to make a strength save. Spellix got a 16 somehow, with his big old minus 1, or minus 2. And doesn't get bit on. Which will take us to Spellix's turn. Seeing this pack of crag cats rushing towards you guys, Spellix is going to need to make a con save at the start of his turn. Let's see if he can cast a spell. Spellix can't cast spells!
Why am I not surprised?
Could he ever?
Yeah, he could.
I know.
He did.
I feel like this isn't because of the dice. This is just him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Pippo Presto! As he tries to cast magic, it's not working! Seeing frantic, and he can't run the other way because he's frightened of the crag cat. So he's stuck there.
I can always dodge.
That'll take us to... Oh yeah, he'll take the dodge action. Absolutely. Which will take us to Sev. Sev at the start of your turn. If you plan on casting, I need a Constitution save.
I don't, but I
Alright.
would like to not be frightened. Does it remove the frightened condition? If I succeed?
It ends at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay, well.
So Spellix would no longer
Oh,
be frightened.
15. I may or may not be able to cast my one spell.
You're able to cast your one spell.
I will not be casting my one spell. Am I doing anything else with my...
But you
bonus
are
action?
frightened for this one turn.
That's fine. I'm going the other way anyway.
Alright.
What can I do with the bonus action?
Wow.
Yeah. Don't need to dash. Don't need to hide. I'm gonna move so I can't aim. And I attack twice as part of my action, so it's free. I'll use the disengage bonus action.
Alright. Rolling away to this other cat.
And I will attack this cat twice.
Attacking it twice. At disadvantage. Because frightened. Uh, 12 is going to just miss. 22, however, is going to be a just hit. Not just hit, it definitely hits. Well above their AC. Takes 7 points of piercing damage. You stab into this crag cat as it's just kind of hovering over Phineas, about to just paw at him some more. Anything else for Sev?
No, those were my action types.
Taking us to
I
Phineas.
can't really get between it and Phineas.
Unfortunately not.
I'll stand back up.
Okay.
I was the only one who got knocked down. Man.
Yep. Well, it's because I was dumb and forgot to make everyone roll for it.
Alright. The stupid wand's not working. You want to see some butterflies again? No, we're
No.
not going to do that.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Actually, it probably would help. It wouldn't do badly.
That's what
Everyone
this
has
is, right?
disadvantage.
That's what this is, right? A wand of
It's a
butterflies.
butterfly wand, absolutely.
Yep. Clearly.
No. Roll high.
I will try and can't move. I'm gonna try and help out Alara. I'm gonna throw an acid splash down over here.
Gotcha. Absolutely.
Pew, pew.
So that's a dex save.
You got an 18 and a 13.
13 fails.
All right. As this one just kind of, you see this blue shimmer across its fur, avoiding it. The one on the right will take 9 points of damage. That's the one that Alara stabbed. 9 points of acid damage.
Oh, okay. So some spells work. Got it. Ooh,
Or maybe it's just the big one.
and that'll be my turn.
All
Maybe
right.
all these are just babies.
That will take us
Oh,
to Alara. Alara, you are frightened for now, which I forgot about with your attacks earlier. But so
Yeah, I know. I just realized that as well.
hey, I forget stuff all the time. But if you're planning on casting spells, I need a DC 15 con save.
Fuck me.
You cannot cast any spells this turn, as you are
That's
as you are
okay,
frightened.
Okay. Yeah. Which one did I do damage to? Was it?
The one on the right, who also just took acid damage.
No worry. Let's finish off that fucker first.
All right,
Yeah.
Well, attempt to.
attempt to at disadvantage.
As per usual.
Disadvantage.
17 gonna hit, which
Nice.
will make your next roll a straight roll.
Yeah.
For 6 points of damage, as it begins to kind of lose its footing and slide down into the water, or well, the ice. Its back feet on the ice. It's losing its footing. It's badly hurt.
Good. That's what I like to hear. I've got. Is my dreadful strike magic?
It's not a spell. You don't cast it.
It's not a spell. Okay. I'm not going to use it now because I feel like that would just
Oh,
be
yeah,
wasting it.
Fine. Plus 1 damage. Couldn't remember if you had the 1 buff or not. An 18 will hit.
19.
I do have a little effect on your sheet that should say the 1 buff.
Yeah, it does. Oh, it does. Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
You're good.
And
But a 19 will hit.
damage.
For 6 points of damage. As you stab into it, it lets out a cry as it falls down, slides down into the ice below.
Okay. Turn to the other one, and I nick it.
Alright.
I know it will be back at disadvantage because it's not fixed.
Correct. With that 1 buff. Hey, a 15 gonna hit it.
And damage.
For 8 points, that's not bad damage for an offhand attack. For 8 points of damage, slicing into this crag cat. Kind of as it's going out for a paw, you just kind of slash into it.
End of turn.
Alright, that's going to take us to this owl bear. That's back turned towards the group, feeling safety from you guys. It's going to try to launch a beak towards the big guy. Missing. And then throw a claw towards the smaller guy. Also missing. Seems kind of harried and just slipping in the snow. These crag cats seem to be at the advantage in the space here. Which will take us to Big Boy Crag Cat. Big Boy Crag Cat is going to claw... I rolled the wrong claw. No, that is the right claw. For 10 points of damage towards this owlbear. And then it's going to try to take a big old bite out of said owlbear. As it
No.
rolled horrible damage for the bite for 6 points of
Good.
piercing into the owlbear. Ending the Cragcat's turn, taking us to the Shield Guardian.
Choices, choices, choices. Well, I guess the shield guardian will attack that fella.
Alright, it's got 2
With,
fists. It can swing them both.
multi-attack?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I press?
Or no, you press the fist. Just go ahead and
No,
click the fist
fist.
twice, yeah.
And again?
And again. A 17 is going to hit the first one for 12 points of bludgeoning damage. It kind of slams into the cliffside there. Anything else for the Shield Guardian?
No, it will stay there. It will stay there.
Going to take us to Andres.
Andros is gonna take a step up
Alright.
and cast Spirit Guardians.
Classic.
Once again, unleashing my soft blue aura around me. I don't know, can I do that myself? I'm never sure.
Yeah, I can. Oh, you can turn it on and off.
I didn't do that.
What?
I saw it for like half a second and then it was gone again. There it is.
Now it's green. We don't want that.
Yeah, blue. Very nice.
Okay.
And that'll be a DC 14 Wisdom save as the emanation has entered their space.
Alright. So you just pull it up like this.
For 14 points of damage.
They got a 20, an 11, and a 16.
That's 2 successes and 2 fails.
Taking 6, 6, and 13.
7 actually, because of the +1 buff.
Yes, absolutely. And 14. The big guy's the one who took the 14, by the way.
Nice. Good. And I'll stay right there.
That'll take us to the little guys. I guess technically he's in there too. Forgot to make. I'll do a save too.
Did you not do 4 saves?
I only did 3. He got a 19, so he'll take 7. So this guy is going to move forward, seeing this light. These are surprisingly smart animals. And launch towards Andres, trying to claw, getting a nat 1. The other one is going to down here, claw out towards Alara, getting also a nat 1.
Wow.
It's gonna back away. Alara, you get an attack of opportunity against it.
Yeet.
It's actually gonna like back away this way. As it tries to quickly run, not dodging.
That disadvantage.
No more disadvantage.
Okay.
So a 22
Oh, no
will
more?
hit.
Oh,
Yeah. It just lasts for 1 turn.
Oh,
Still takes 7 points of damage as it runs away. Joining the others in the fray against Spellix. This guy up here can't.
You wanted to travel with us.
Yeah, well, I mean, he felt safer than with the goblins. They wanted to feed him to a monster. This thing is going to launch towards the Shield Guardian. Getting a 7 to hit. Not doing so hot with their rolls. And over here, against Phineas or Sev. Sev, you heard it. It's going to try and claw out at you. Getting a nat 20 and not rolling great for damage. But you do take 10 points of slashing damage as it claws you.
I'll take 5.
As you use your special ability. This guy's going to keep trying to claw at Spellix. Spellix takes 9 points of slashing damage. Like, I don't know what's happening. Ow! Ending their turn, taking us to Spellix.
Ooh, that ended their turn to my emanation.
This one actually probably would have moved over. Well,
There's a wall there.
we'll go over here. But this one will stay.
Okay. It's another wisdom save. For another 14 points.
Nice.
Got a 14.
Ah, just makes it. So 7.
Alrighty. Spellix is going to. Oh shit! Kind of starts clapping his hands together. Fucking work! And he is going to. I think it only works on humanoids. Yeah. He's gonna cast Shock and Grasp as his hands light up electrically towards the one that's keeps attacking him. Getting a 21 to hit as it takes 10 points of lightning damage. Like, shit! Help! Help! They'll take us to Sev. Top of the round.
I will attack the one. We'll start by continuing to attack the one I just hit.
Alright.
Oh, no longer at disadvantage.
Correct. Getting a nat
Hey.
frickin' 20. There you go.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
The crit damage button might work.
Well, we do crits differently, so.
That's true.
15 plus 11 is 26, plus another 4 is 30.
30 points of damage as this crag cat trying to just clawed you. You just stab right up into its jugular as blood starts flowing into the snow here. It's gone.
Then I don't know.
That's how you
I
use
think
daggers.
Second attack has to be the dagger. I can't do what I want to do because of the way this works. So attack.
All right, towards the one who just kind of backed up out of this emanation. 21 gonna hit it.
2 points of damage.
2 points of damage as you just kind of stab it in the butt as it kind of backs up into you. You hear a yowl from it. Staying put. Or the gold disengage.
Yeah, I don't need my bonus action for anything else, so I might as well disengage and step down.
All right. Taking us to Phineas.
I wanted to leave. But I will.
Spellix does not look good right now.
I'll put a. I'll throw an acid splash right here.
All right. Throwing acid because it seems to work. Dex saves. Is it Dex or Con?
Dex.
Same thing for them. They got a 15 and a 22.
Both pass.
As that blue shimmer comes across each of their bodies simultaneously as the acid just kind of slithers across their bodies, not hurting them.
Oh, great. Now these ones are immune to magic.
Just partially.
That will be my turn.
All right, taking us to Alara as this blue light's emanating from Andrus nearby, the familiar welcoming sight. What are you up to?
You go, Alara.
Okay, I'm going to attack. Actually, now that I can do magic again,
Yeah.
I am going to cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on this fella.
Hunter marking it up.
And where's my Hunter's Mark? There it is. Oh, it's so nice to have Hunter's Mark back. Okay, and
You didn't have it for one turn.
I know it's.
That's fair.
It was horrible.
It was
The worst turn
okay,
ever.
then I'm going to short sword attack it.
All right. Well, to be fair, you did make, I think, like 9 or like 6 attacks during between that. A 14 is gonna hit.
Okay. Yeah.
For 8 points of damage. Is that one on there? Yeah.
And advantage, another one.
14's also going to hit. Knowing the vital spots of these creatures. An 11, you just kind of stab into its chest as it falls and leans against the owlbear for a moment. The owlbear just like kind of knocks it away as this limp crag cat falls to the ground.
Hmm.
Actually, better
Okay.
yet, it's going to fall on Andres, but the owlbear instinctually just kind of knocks it away so it doesn't actually
Yeah.
fall on him.
Friend.
Yeah. Anything else
Okay,
for
now
Alar?
when I switch my hunter's mark to another animal,
It has to
another
be a
opponent
bonus action.
because it's a bonus action.
Yeah.
I've already done my bonus action. No whackers. Let's see. Do I do the stupid thing?
Yeah.
I could do the stupid thing.
Do the stupid thing. I want to see it. Love stupid.
Okay. Well, I was gonna go and take on Big Mama Cat.
I mean,
You only take half damage.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Shield Guardian
going to
it's a good thing to have.
once my character sheet loads. And out normal attack. Take off the hunter's mark.
With the
And I'm gonna
scimitar.
do-
25 gonna hit.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to add Dreadful Strike to it.
Yeah. For 15 points of damage. As this thing, you make eye contact with it, it looks pissed off. As it's trying to go for a meal. You're interrupting it.
Yeah, well, fuck them. End of turn.
Alright, that's going to take us to the owlbear. Owlbear kind of emboldened by this light and seeing you strike the cragcat too, it's going to launch an assault, hitting with both its beak and its claws, dealing 24 points of damage to this cat as the cragcat looks messed up. Yeah. It is still up, but just barely. Owlbear kind of trying to lock it in combat. That's going to take us to the big cat. The big cat is going to disengage as it quickly hops away and doesn't get too terribly far. Runs 40 feet away. That's going to take us to the big old shield guardian.
Howard. Okay.
You can chase.
It also heals, right?
It does heal 10 hit points every turn.
Jesus.
Oh, then it's back to 80 because we forgot to heal it the other turn.
Yep.
Am I able to do the back to 80 or is it still not?
Yeah.
Oh, I am!
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I am going... might as well. Jax will attack this one.
Alright.
And a fist. 21. What? And another one.
They both hit for 30 points of bludgeoning damage. That's just like Larry just pounding into the side of this cliff as it pummels into the rib cage of this crag cat, and then once again into the face of it, just pounding it in there, crunching of its bones.
Thanks, Jax.
I love the shield guardian.
He's great. Anything else for him?
I am just gonna move him right here, basically.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll take us to Andres.
How's the owlbear looking?
A little less than half.
Okay, that's fine. I will move in next to the shield guardian. Can't get to
Alright.
Spellix, unfortunately. That's fine. So that's... Let's see what I get this time. 13 points of radiant damage.
Got a 14
Saves.
and a 10.
Doesn't
So
save.
this front one will take 6 points. Back one will take 12. 13. Like in my head when I said 12, I was like, and then right as you said 13, it's like, yep.
Oh,
Yep.
good.
No, yeah, you're good, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I could move around here and attack this one with a true strike as well.
Alright.
True strike! Ew. Am I flanking?
Well, yeah, you would be.
Okay, so 14 to hit.
14 plus 1.
Yeah,
So
right,
15.
15 to hit.
That will hit it.
Nice.
Jeez Louise.
Wow. 14 points of radiant damage.
14 points of radiant damage as this thing looking to go after Spellix as well. You just... What are you, quarterstaff?
Yes, quarterstaff. The tip lights up gold.
That golden light arcs down onto the back of this creature, promptly breaking it as it stumbles to the ground. Anything else for Andres?
I'll step in here. That's all my movement.
Alright. As you bury yourself into the crag cat. That'll take us to this one, who is also going to disengage and run away. Give like a little growling look towards you all, and then a little worry as it doesn't see the big crag cat anywhere, and it just lunges across the way. Do you guys give chase?
No, I don't think so.
Spellix is going to shoot a firebolt at it.
Yeah, get it.
Getting a 20 to hit as he just burns the backside of it as it runs away for 7. Not quite enough to end it. Yeah, stay away! Oh, God. But everyone else leaving it alone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Spellix plants his butt right there. The owlbear still kind of hesitant about the happenings, but it doesn't seem aggressive. It just looks kind of breathing heavy, looking in the direction of the larger crag cat.
You know what? I'll give it a second level cure wounds. Why not?
Okay.
So that's
Plus
I
one
get
more
an extra
D8.
D8.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ooh,
for
nice. 21 points of healing.
22.
Oh, yeah,
Putting it almost at full. As the owl
Buff his
bear
cheeks gently.
kind of
Well done, big guy.
accepts the pettings until someone else gets close, and then it just kind of like is startled for a moment. It just went through a harrowing event, but it feels much better. Spellix is just, yeah, don't worry about me. I'm fine. Oh, and he fake passes out on the ground. He's an actor. He's
What
gonna
a diva.
he's gonna act. As the
How hurt is he actually looking? I can't see his HP.
He's pretty hurt. He's got 13 out of 33.
I'll give him a first level cure wounds too.
Like, oh,
We don't have.
thanks. Oh,
Nice.
you saved me.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Owlbear still kind of hesitantly looking down the canyon. Looks to you all back down the canyon.
You can stick around for a while if you want to. But we go dangerous places.
Give me an animal handling check.
Jesus. 26?
Yeah, with a 26. Owlbear has found a new best friend.
Yeah!
As you guys are accumulating quite the crowd. But as you have a new companion, at least for now, I don't know.
Temporary.
Yeah.
We'll take our little 5-10 minute break there. So stick around, folks. We'll be back here in a few minutes. Alrighty, folks. We are back in it, and last we left off, after traveling across the tundra and making it to a series of ravines of frozen rivers, encountered an owlbear running from a pack of crag cats and scaring off a couple of them, but killing several of the crag cats. Seem to have befriended this owlbear as you kind of start healing each of you up. As you do, the owlbear starts munching on one of the crag cats.
Little treat.
Little treat.
We definitely don't have time to skin a crag cat, but
No.
I'd like to duff some fur away.
Hey there, Mr. Owlbear. God, you're looking real pretty. Mind if I clean you up a bit? Just make you a little more comfortable, maybe?
Give me an animal handling check.
Don't be scared now. Can I help with the check?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Take advantage.
16.
With the 16, it kind of stops eating as you approach, just to kind of make sure that you're not doing anything untoward. But it will let you.
I start to pet it, and as I'm petting it, I'm casting Prestidigitation, just cleaning its feathers, cleaning its fur.
All right. It doesn't seem to mind. Doesn't care about grooming too much, other than
Okay.
like the
Just
stuck
cleaning
on
the
bits.
blood off.
I
Yeah.
gotcha. Noting most of its wounds are healed over pretty well. It has a couple of small little leftover scratches, but seems much better spirits and condition. It'll probably sit here for another 15 minutes or 20 minutes to gorge itself till it's full. It wasn't out on the hunt. But opportunity strikes.
Were we going to come this way anyway, or did we detour for this?
You were going this way anyways.
Those were the biggest crag cats I've ever seen. And they turned your spell against you? Did I see that right?
Yeah, it hit its fur, bounced right back on me.
Scary.
I gotta say, I am pretty strong. That hurt.
Is that a normal thing that krakens can do, or is it extra?
Give me a nature check.
Nature. Not great at that.
You've never encountered crag cats, but you have heard stories of them being not fun to mess with. Usually not in big packs like that, so that's more unusual, but that's all you would hear about them. They're dangerous.
Yep.
And live closer to the spine or anywhere where there's mountainous regions. You're unsure about the spell stuff, though.
Definitely bigger than the one we saw on the boat.
True.
But Lara, that was amazing. You were just a whirlwind of blades.
I'm getting used to them. I like them. They're a lot more suitable when it's this type of weather. I don't have to worry about the wind as much. Thank you for the acid splash. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. It looks like acid.
Yeah, just trying to help. And thanks for helping out with Jax. I was kind of surrounded there.
Yeah, you are. Um, we should be on our way if we've got nothing else to do here.
All these
Do
cats
you
are
want to
going
take?
to attract attention.
Yeah. So further away we can get from them. But that's all right.
Absolutely. So you guys continue on your path. Spellix still being dramatic about his injuries, although he's mostly healed at this point. You take the owlbear with you?
If it wants to stick around, sure.
It it seems like it will. Safety in numbers and all that.
Well, yeah, sure then. Protect it from the crack cats.
All right. Go and give me one more animal handling check because you got one more essential day of travel.
Can I help by giving scritches?
Are you proficient in animal handling?
I am.
Then yes, you can help.
Nice. I'll
Oh.
give myself some guidance on animal handling too.
All right.
Oops. Hey, double 14s.
With an 18. It's not gaining any interest, but it's not losing any. Still feels safe around you guys. No, I don't know if it was in terms of levels of friendship. It's still an acquaintance.
Mm.
As you're traveling, you guys get a long rest in. The owlbear doesn't seem very comfortable in the dome. It likes the cold exterior, but it will stick around. Almost as if it's trying to reciprocate and protect you guys. Not bad either.
Ooh. In that case, I'd like to sleep outside the dome, like
Okay.
against the owl bears, against its fur.
Fair enough.
I can take the cold anyways.
As you're... Is there anything you'd like to do on this next day's journey? Or just kind of trekking along? Alright. You're trekking along through about another day, day and 3/4 back through the light and the darkness, seeing the aurora one more time. And in the later parts of the afternoon, after it had got light again and back to darkness, around 4-ish in the afternoon, over a little bit of a ridge with trees and a little bit of mountains in the background, you see it. Kind of almost in plain sight, a little half buried in snow. This large... Yeah. Oh, they do actually have a little... Yeah, you see an eerie glow, betraying the monstrous outline of something stupendous and ominous. Looks kind of like a cephalopod with slimy, ropey tentacles as thick as tree trunks that have tried and failed to bury its immense bulk in the snow. You would see, yeah, a large nautilus.
It's up here. See it? It's right there.
And you
Phineas
feel that
speaking
pinging
louder.
more than ever.
Yeah, he's speaking louder to overcome that, but it's only in his head, so he's like yelling.
The strange combination of biological and looks, but then parts of it don't look natural. You've never seen anything this big in nature. feel like you've arrived.
That's it then, huh?
What?
That's it then, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Lara, you okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Has anything about the beeping changed? Is it still, like, desperate sounding? Like, asking for help?
Really loud.
Makes sense.
Has anything changed about it? Do I get more?
So actually, yes. You would be getting... Double check here. I don't want to lie to you. Because I would. You would hear a garbling. And then kind of a weird language you've never heard before. And then that garbled language comes through in an instant. Not alert down. Emergency protocols enabled. Crew safe. Vessel is imperiled. Psi crystal needed. Come at once.
Oh.
I repeat that. We might not want to go in. Seems they need what I have. And they said the crew is safe. So I'm anticipating that we're going to have company in there.
But they're asking for help.
Did you think it was going to be anything else?
I didn't know what to think.
So, you want to keep that thing that gives you headaches and nightmares?
Well, I kind of just wanted to get rid of the headaches and nightmares. I really like the light and being able to annoy people in their heads.
What if they just need to use the thing, and then you can have it back?
Lara?
Yep.
What do you think?
So at this current moment, Alara's kind of in a fight, flight, freeze mindset, and she's just standing like really stiffly next to the shield guardian, just looking at the Nautiloid. It's like, I think you're stupid if you think those things will let us keep anything.
Maybe we sneak in and self-destruct?
Spellix will kind of speak up. Oh, you guys were after this? Holy shit. That is... What is it? I mean, yeah, I've seen one before, but...
You have?
For those of us who haven't, what is it? Or for those of you who haven't. So you guys know what it is, right?
What's your chamber?
I have an idea.
Yeah. Of course, we all have ideas. That's big.
Wasn't an idea. It's a fucking torture chamber.
Yeah, it's a torture. Wait, what?
It's definitely alien.
It kind
It's
of
a
reminds
fucking
me of
ship.
that egg crate.
Yes, it's that stupid egg thing. That egg came from the ship.
Yeah, I knew that.
Probably best that we didn't open it.
Yes.
I could have had some sort of magic.
You would have ended up dead.
Well, not with you guys around. You guys are my new good luck charm.
Let's hope it
You
stays
have
that way.
really shitty luck then.
You know, last 3 years, unimaginable shitty luck.
But we are here to help, right? Let's say they turn out horrible monsters, which, seems likely from the looks of it. Then we get rid of them, right? To prevent them ever becoming a threat to the 10 towns.
Logical.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They are a potential threat.
But we're also technically here to help, right? That your head is calling for help.
They are calling for help. A voice in my head. How many crew members need help?
See that series of buzzing and cracking once again.
No response.
Eventually it would repeat. Not a light down. Emergency protocols enabled. Crew safe. A vessel is imperiled. Side crystal needed. Come at once.
At once.
It seems more robotic than I said it, but it definitely seems like not someone said it, but something.
The one-way connection.
Yeah.
That's getting kind of annoying. I kind of maybe preferred it for just, a constant hum.
It only if you focus on it does it really make that noise. Does it speak?
Hey,
Let's go
best
turn
case
it
scenario,
off.
they can turn that off for you.
Yeah. Well, let's go see what they need.
Okay. But we'll be on our guards, of course.
All right.
I'll hold the. Should I be holding this? You guys think I should hold this out in front of me, or should I keep it in the pouch?
Just act normal.
Act normal. Phineas adjusts the pirate hat on his head.
Ooh, I got some new art for that. And an eye patch. But as you're starting to trudge closer towards it, out of the snow, you can see what look to be several like drag marks coming from the area. And seeing those drag marks kind of all around here, like it's been like zigzagging across differently throughout. Heavy drag marks.
Like the ship has been moving?
Not from not the ship itself, not that big. Like a big chest or something like that was dragged, or like a body, or something like that. Not saying a body was dragged, but it looks like there's several drag marks interlinking around this area, stemming from the ship.
You guys think that these are being dragged in or being dragged out?
Mm-hmm. We could follow them and find out.
All right. Either way, I think we're going in, right? I guess it
I'd say
doesn't
so.
matter.
All right. As you're approaching,
Phineas is just near Alara, just to give her any support that she needs.
okay. As you are approaching, out of the snow, up not one, not two, but three snow-covered insectoid creatures long, snaking bodies. More worm-like, though. Several appendages. Unblinking eyes of almost like black reflective tar. And big antennas. And several tendrils sticking out of their insectoid mouths. You would see... that's kind of a good picture. You would see 3 of those things. I'm bringing you to another map. I want you guys to place yourselves how you would be.
What direction is the ship?
You're heading we'll say north.
Like popped up behind us.
Close to owlbear, friend.
Popped up around you.
Oh, we can see the.
Yeah, you can kind
I
of
can
see
see
the
health
fragment
bars.
of the enemies.
If they're right here and right here, I can see 2 red health bars.
I see this one.
Interesting.
Can't see
They
anything.
are not red health bars. That is interesting.
Weird.
Yeah. Glitches. So traveling like that, owlbear in the front.
It'll be like on this side of the owlbear.
Okay. As they pop up, we're gonna roll initiative.
Ah, damn it, wrong side. No, perfect side actually.
Yeah, so yeah, that's not bad side.
Perfect side.
Another natural 20? God, come on.
Another
Wasting them all on initiative.
Interesting. They got a 10 and 11 and a 12.
Hmm.
All in a row. Phineas, with that nat 20 on initiative. What are you doing?
We're just trying to help, right? Trying to help?
Not sure we're helping these things.
All right. I'll witch bolt that one.
All
This
right.
is a new day, right?
This is a new day.
Okay, so I'm only down the 1 spot spell slot for mage armor then.
All right.
So I will 2nd level witch bolt. And it's at disadvantage. Gotta check that. 17 on this guy up top.
17 will hit.
Twelve points of lightning damage. Yeah, not a very good roll.
It will take 12 points of lightning damage. That lightning damage arcs around this creature.
That will be my turn.
All right. Taking us to Sev.
What is our weather condition?
Clear skies. Mostly a little bit of flurries. Dark out, but not too snowy. Not a blizzard.
You know, I will take aim and fire at this one that's coming at us,
All right.
not the one that has been hit by lightning.
Gotcha. 16 gonna hit.
Let's check the sneak attack box. Yeah, there's nothing fun to do with cunning strike.
I'll take 11 points of damage as you stay still, taking aim, striking. And that's it for Sev.
Me.
Taking us to Alara. Graph roll for Spellix. And the owlbear. Jeez.
Okay, I'll attack this one.
All right. This is the one that has lightning arcing around it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just double checking. There's nothing wrong with that. I was just making sure. I'm not trying to bait you into not attacking it. I'm not trying to bait you into attacking it either. I'm
I'm sorry, I didn't realize whether it's just like.
I'm sounding more suspicious when I say it. It's just that I'm just
Yeah,
I'm
very, very suspicious.
It's the clarifying thing of what
Yeah.
happened to it. That's all.
I understand. Don't worry. I'm going to Hunter's Mark.
All right.
And you can see just Alara take a breath and like just try to center herself as she just charges forth and just starts slashing.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And we're at the right one.
22 hits.
Okay.
Your hunter's marking it?
Yeah.
All right. 12 points of damage. Cutting into it, just seeing these kind of like half frozen guts arc out of it as you slash into it.
And no one.
16's also going to hit. For 9 more points of damage.
And
21, absolutely hitting. Just tearing into these carrion crawlers for 10 more points of damage. As that one looks pretty badly hurt.
Yeah. End the turn.
Alright, that's going to take us to the carrion crawler down here. Is going to launch towards Severage. Well, not launch, kind of skitter across the ground and snow towards Sev. And is going to try to lash out with its tentacles first. Getting an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
As you take 6 points of poison damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save.
Yes.
I'm just gonna skip and not try.
Alright, as...
Not gonna cut it, I don't believe. How bad do I think this is? It's also early in the day. Yeah, I'll re-roll it using my daily inspiration.
That is a good idea.
How about a 12?
A 12 just barely fails as you find yourself paralyzed.
It's real bad.
It's the worst. As it paralyzes you, it goes in for a bite, bringing you closer with its tentacles. Getting a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Can I do damage again? No, it won't let me. I gotta roll another attack, straight up. As you take... Where is it? 3 and 4. 7 plus 7, 14 points of damage. As it just draws you close and starts munching on you. This one up here will try to do the same thing to Alara. And Alara, I will remind you, not that it matters, but the Shield Guardian, as long as you're next to it, it can protect you by adding 2 to your AC.
Yeah.
But this thing got an 11 to hit you with its tentacles.
Yeah. Doesn't hit.
Kind of slashing, trying to avoid getting slashed off. It is going to try to bite you as well. Getting a 9 to hit. Not good luck for this one. As you seem to have already worn it the fuck down. I did them out of order. It's supposed to be this guy next. But that'll take us to the third one over here. Against Andrus. Andrus getting a 21 to hit with its tentacles as they start leeching over you.
I would like to not be tentacled, so I'll cast shield.
Alright, making your AC a whopping 24. This thing gonna try to bite you as best it can. Getting a big 6.
Okay.
As it's nutty. They have like plus double attack on their tentacle attack. But missing you as that deflecting off your shield. That will take us to the owlbear. Owlbear is gonna run forward, start doing what owlbear does, beacon and clawing. Hitting with not its beak, but hitting with its claws, doing 14 points of slashing damage. And then just trying
Let's
to
go, big boy.
trying to protect Andres, taking us to Spellix. Surprised at the whole thing. Andres, you healed him. Spellix is gonna shoot a firebolt. Getting a 22 to hit. And he's like, "Oh shit! Look out, Mr. Elf guy. I forget your name." Dealing 8 points of fire damage. As he promptly steps back to try and take cover from this, the Shield Guardian. But as he does step back, the creature reaches out with its tentacles towards him. As he's trying to, like, get away and hide.
It has reach.
It has reach. So he has to make a con save as he takes 6 points of poison damage and is paralyzed. As he tries to get away, like, hey, what happened? And that will take us to the Shield Guardian.
Okay. Shield Guardian is going to... I'm going to get him to attack this one.
Alright. Yeah. Stepping up to bat, getting a nat 20 with its first attack, just kind of pummeling into this worm-like creature's carrion crawler. 17 points of damage. 25 will also hit for 32 total points of damage as this thing just steps up, just Donkey Konging this creature. You hear this squelching. Anything else for the Shield Guardian?
No.
Alright.
Jax is done.
That'll take us to Andres.
Things are looking okay. These things are getting pretty hurt, right?
Yeah, the two over here are pretty badly hurt by Sev and by Alara. This one next to you looks pretty healthy for the most part.
Okay, I'll step around it to flank it and hit it with a true strike.
Alright. Striking true.
Which, yes.
For
Nice.
yeah, that'll hit it. For 9 points of damage.
radiant damage.
It will take it. As just kind of this... It's this odd slithering that the creatures do, especially with the cold, kind of slow motion almost, but it still makes a crunching and a squelching noise as they move. It's...
Ugh.
Yep. They're still wet,
Gross.
even though they're not frozen. Anything else for Andres?
Nope, that's me.
Phineas.
I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to concentrate on this witch bolt.
Alright. A little pulse of electricity arcing around it will
Yeah.
take 3 points of lightning damage.
Alright, then we'll do a first level magic missile. I'll do 2 on this one front, and then 1 on the one over by Sev and Jax.
Alright.
That's 9 more for the top one.
Just pelting into it, you hear a loud squelch and thud into the ground as that one falls down. One down here takes 4 as it looks like it has its favorite prize in its grasp, which is Severage. But it's leaking a lot.
Yes.
Let go of him. That's my turn.
I'll take us to Sev. Sev, at the end of your turn, I need another Constitution save. Sev's still paralyzed and poisoned. Still poisoned, meaning you're still paralyzed. Which will take us to Alara.
Okay. Uh, Hunter's Mark, switch over to this one,
All right,
please.
done. It's bounding around, stabbing and slashing. Yeah, that's gonna hit. As you stab into it with your short sword for 12 points of damage. Just kind of cutting along its side, stretching it down. Its innards don't spill out. More as the skin kind of folds outward, revealing a gooey interior. As it falls in between, like kind of on Severage, as it slumps next to him.
Okay. Okay, let me just do a little bit of. Okay, so I was there. So what? It's 10 feet. Still going off movement. Right.
No hunter's mark, but you can still definitely get to it.
Yeah. Okay, still my automatic.
A 13 just hits. Take 9 points of piercing damage as it kind of lashing out towards Spellix at the moment and trying to find its closest target next. That'll hit it, yeah. 25, absolutely. With the offhand. Oh, it won't take 9, so it'll take +5 from the last one. That's Hunter's Mark. And for this one, it will take 6.
Yes, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. One thing I do like about the new stuff is you can use the breakdown of the bonuses and stuff. But you got your archery clicked as well.
I don't know. It's not clicked on.
Oh. That's easy.
So I
That's
don't
fine.
know what that is. So, yeah.
It's a
I
bug.
promise I haven't been trying to add stuff on.
You're good. You're good. I mean, you're rolling
Okay,
20s. You're hitting.
All done.
All right. That's going to take us to this guy. Lara, you just came its new best friend as it's going to try to tentacle you first.
It's gonna get a 4.
All right. Getting a big old 4 to hit as something happens in reality as it misses you, even though you don't even do anything to defend yourself. You don't have to do anything to defend yourself from its tentacles as they hit where you were a second ago. And then it's going to try to bite out at you. Getting a nat 20.
Okay.
As Alara, you take 9 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. It rolled.
Have?
Is that the half between the two?
Oh, no. So you take 5 and your shield guardian would take 4. It'll regenerate it here in a second, so no point in putting it on there. Which will take us to the owlbear. Owlbear is going to do what owlbear does. And just jump on top of it, squishing carrion crawler guts everywhere across the ice and snow. And we'll hop out of combat. As in a moment or two, Spellix and Sev become unparalyzed.
Good job, big guy. I wouldn't try to eat these, though. They look really gross.
Just kind of looks towards you like in a protective manner.
No.
Things are gross.
Mhm.
What are they? I'm gonna kind of get up next to one and just kind of give it an inspection. And
Yeah, give me a Arcana check. With a 19. Yeah, these things are carrion crawlers. Not too I mean, they're uncommon in the cold north. But
they are terrestrial.
they're known to lurk in caves and feed off of dead. They prefer their food dead.
I prefer dead food too.
But they
Except
will.
for bugs. Bugs are good.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying these things aren't alien? They're just very, very strange wildlife?
Yeah, they're just ugly.
They're not native to
Yeah.
here, though, by any means.
Mm-hmm. But they're not from the Nautiloid, is what I'm getting at.
I don't think so. But who knows what was brought on the Nautiloid? Because there were there may have been creatures, brought from all over the place, like the Feywild and other realms.
Really? You mean they're
I
collecting
mean,
things?
maybe.
Ah. Oh, you're just hypothesizing. I see.
Vegas looks over to Alara, back over to Andres. Yeah, just hypothesizing. So we just got to be on our guard. There may be other not native things around too. Do I get a sense of if these things traveled in, like, there's a few, there's a lot, or
I would say with a 19, typically solitary creatures.
so seeing three of them together is even strange.
Yeah.
Uh, and they're usually pretty solitary. So I mean, even seeing these three, they banded together for their survival. So they're not coming up here willingly. Just everybody be on their guard. We gonna keep on going?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's not wait around too long.
All right. As you approach it, not but 100 or so feet away, looks like a front deck where the tentacles are sprawled out next to it. It's about 5 feet above the valley floor, covered with fresh snow. You can see mounted on the deck is a ballista covered in ice as well. At the back of the deck, you would see a double door made of chitin and iron, tucked under two higher decks above it. The lower of which you kind of see another ballista mounted up top.
So we have to climb to get up.
It's like 5 feet. The owl bear doesn't seem to want to go in here.
That's okay.
You just hear, "Roar."
Stay safe out here. We'll be back soon.
It seems torn, but
It's okay. It's okay.
kind of telling it to stay. Even though it doesn't
It'll be all
understand
right.
your language, it will. It gets the gist. It's good at reading.
You know, just
Yeah,
trying to reassure it.
yeah, I gotcha. Spellix will kind of speak up. This kind of stuff's really cool, and I am super appreciative about you guys, getting me out of the shit back there. I don't. I don't think this is a part that I would want to.
Yeah, you can stay here too. It's fine.
Okay.
We get it.
Yeah, I would like to study this owlbear a little more, and its behaviors.
Sure, but don't annoy it.
Oh no, 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 no. Never seen a tamed owlbear before.
Tamed is maybe a little
Not
too
tamed.
much. Yes.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
An
It's very much a
Aaron?
wild creature, so respect that.
Sure, sure. I'll keep a lookout out here. You never know. There might be more of those things. I don't want them to sneak up on you. Um,
Yes, appreciate it. You can secure our exit.
exactly.
Sounds strategically sound.
Just let me know when we're leaving, and I'll just be down here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hop up onto the deck.
All right. Hopping on up.
How big is this ship?
I'll bring you to a map. It is about. It's not huge. It's like 100 feet. At the base, 100 feet across. The upper portions do kind of poke back a little bit. That's kind of how the shell sits on it. I mean, this is kind of the start of the shell here. That circular spiral. You're at the end of the spiral here.
I want to inspect, and just kind of kneel down, inspect the ship a little bit. I'm seeing like the ballista is clearly, manufactured. But do other portions of this ship seem organic?
It's a combination thing. The ground is. Double check. There's wood, iron, but there's also organic material. Seems like the walls and floors and even the ceiling above you are like reinforced, tough chitin sort of material.
So it's not outside the realm of the ship. It might be in like a sort of hibernation kind of thing.
Possibly. If you've never heard of anything like that before, but possibly.
I know that when I get real cold, I get sleepy.
There is a light glow coming from outside, or even from like lights underneath like the area. So it is lit around it.
I'll walk over by Sev. These are the doors.
Those are the two doors in the front, the chitinous doors.
I'll bring the psi crystal out and bring it close to the doors.
Nothing happens.
All right. Think you can get in, Sev?
I don't know. Are they locked? Did we try to open them?
You have not
Are
tried
they
to open
open
them.
like doors?
They look like normal doors, just made out of chitin.
Let's open a door.
Give me an athletics check. They are cold and frozen shut as you try to pull on them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have advantage.
With a 21, yeah, you yank on one of the doors. It opens up, and inside, you can easily see a lit area. Attached to the walls of this chamber, 3 sets of chains and manacles designed to hold large creatures. A staircase rises next to the deck amid crates and barrels and broken bits of equipment. Moving among the detritus are 4 creatures. 3 of them are small, repulsive purple things that float above the ground and pull themselves across the floor using oversized face tentacles. The 4th is a lumbering monstrosity made of stitched together parts of goblins, dwarves, and reindeer.
Oh, what the fuck?
Ew.
They instinctually look around these. They look like this.
Aw.
You.
They immediately hide. And kind of take cover behind the stairs. As they just kind of hide around. And Sev, as you start to enter in, you would see that abomination. It doesn't quite look like this. They don't even give you a handout. Good. But this lumbering reindeer dwarf goblin abomination starts lumbering towards you. Just hears, oh. We're gonna roll initiative.
Damn. Sprung the security system, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm critting on all of these.
In one way or another.
Fair enough, yep.
I did too. Unfortunately, the shield guardian is still at the back. But this creature will go first. As it lumbers over. Sev, you entered first, so it is going to go towards you. Trying to slam into you. Getting a 13 and a 20 to hit.
He hits.
The 20 does 18 points of bludgeoning damage. As it just kind of slams into you. It's got like antlers on its hand and on the back of its like body. Its mouth is an amalgamation of all 3. Like, you're not sure what is making the noise.
No, I'll take 9.
All right, using your evasion or
Uncanny
evasion,
dodge.
uncanny dodge. The other thing. That'll take us to Alara.
Yeah. So, yeah, as much as Alara doesn't want to go forward, she will go forward. I assume this is also no, it's not another door.
It is a door, but it's frozen shut.
Okay.
I would say if you want, you can open it. It's kind of broke the frost between the two.
Yeah.
And you would
And
kind
then
of
go forward.
lightly see those little squidling guys kind of peeking around the edge. Just looking.
Forward. Hunter's Mark. The abomination.
Alright.
And let me just. Yep. And I'm going to melee attack it. And just like, I'm sorry. It's not your fault.
A 15 absolutely hits. Hunter's Mark just does the additional force damage. Is your blade...
It is not.
I believe it's force damage, yeah.
Yeah, 1d6 force damage.
Your blade seems to do no damage to it. Except for the little bit of that you see the vital points. But your weapon, the blade itself, does not cut it.
Yeah, I would have to do this. That's for next turn. I'll do that. Okay. Well, I'm just going to continue attacking
Alright.
because I can't do anything this turn to
Absolutely.
fix that.
15 hits. This thing is all skin and no armor whatsoever. It's slow and lumbering.
It's real gross.
It's real gross. It'll take 6 points of force damage. Getting a crit. So go ahead and just roll the d6 one more time. For the crit. 2 for 5 more points of force damage as you're striking very well, but this thing is just it's not having it.
Yeah, and I'd just say, we fought a lot of creatures, but this, just being in this place seems to somewhat terrify Alara.
Yeah.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright. That'll take us to your shield guardian.
Okay, Shield Guardian can't do much, but he'll come forward to
Alright.
we're not going to block the doorway, we're going to come to here.
Can you open the door? Or you already opened the door?
The door is open.
No, I mean, the door's open, but you're in half the doorway, and I do want to allow space for Andres to go through.
Shoot it.
That will take us to these guys who kind of inch forward and just kind of like watch from the corners, like hiding behind things, as they are eyeing with so much curiosity right now. One of them kind of scampers on top of one of the boxes to like very wide-eyed looking down, seeing what the heck is happening. They just seem so curious. That'll take us to Sev.
Well, if weapons don't hurt it, I have one option. So I will disengage
Alright.
as a bonus action and tumble behind Alara and use my Yeti magic.
Alright.
A dozen.
12 hits.
11 points of radiant.
11
damage.
radiant damage as it lights up, causing this low illumination to fill the space here.
Were there chains on the wall?
Yeah, they're kind of like all along. Like they're just giant manacles essentially.
I'm gonna start trying to kite it towards the giant manacles.
Okay.
If it is interested in me.
We will find out. That'll take us to Andres.
Okay, let's get in there first. 15. Ah. 20. Might as well call out to these little guys. Hey, we're actually here to help. We don't really want to fight.
Do you wave to him?
Sure.
One of them will lift up one of its little, like, tentacles and wave back. It seems like their arms are just kind of laying limp. And their legs, too.
Stupid.
Yep.
Okay. Might as well hit the thing with a true strike then.
You would get in your head...
Oh?
Okay.
Ah, I don't speak their language, do I?
No, that you get... It essentially tried to say, okay, cool.
Oh. What the hell? Okay, you know what? We'll deal with that in a second.
21 will hit. There's tears. For
Radiant damage,
12
please.
points of radiant damage just whacking into this creature.
Bonk. That's
Anything else?
me.
Alright, Phineas.
I am going to look at this monstrosity and just kind of get real disgusted, and just give it like a very disapproving shake of his head, and cast Mind Spike.
Okay.
It's an intelligence save.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's its strong suit.
Certainly.
Hey, it got an 11. Roll pretty good.
Fail. 4 points of psychic damage.
It will take 4 points of psychic damage. And has minus a D4 in its next saving throw.
I will get out of the door, and that'll be my turn.
Alright. That's gonna take us to the golem. Boy. It's single-minded. Last thing that hit it would have been the Mind Spike, but it doesn't know where that came from, so it would have been Andrus. It'll try and attack you first with its... Where is it? There it is. Getting a 16 to hit.
Misses.
And then just kind of reaching out toward you. And it will Galaria here too. It'll try and attack you too. Getting a big old 10 to hit. As it also misses. Just seemingly very slow. Just trying to reach out towards you. Ending its turn, taking us to your turn, Alara.
Okay. Bonus action. Magic weapon.
Alright.
Onto the short sword, please.
Absolutely. So if you want, you can go ahead and hit the check the one buff off or on, because you'll get +1 to things.
Yep. Okay, and because Hunter's Mark is a concentration spell, that would have gone down the dunny.
Magic weapon is not concentration, I don't think anymore.
Would I be? Sorry, I'm not really a spell person. Would I be able to even cast it?
Absolutely.
If I had to concentrate? Oh, I would be.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
It's a magic weapon is dope for like because it's not concentration anymore and it's just a bonus action, so it doesn't take precedence over anything.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. Short sword attack.
All right.
If I'm just gonna reload my sheet because I think it's just chucking a hissy.
Yeah, it did it. 14's gonna hit.
It's just okay. And that. Suddenly.
For 8 points of damage as your weapons do go into it.
Okay. Second attack. Sorry, my internet has just become really slow suddenly.
Very good. Second attack hits. For 11 points of damage.
Okay.
As you would see, this creature kind of speed up and just go and just start like trying to slam around twice as fast as it did previously.
stage.
It's just flailing around wildly. Doesn't know what's happening to itself.
Okay. And Nick attack.
13 will also hit. For 13 points of damage. As this thing, you see, you don't see blood coming out of it, but there is this like watery liquid, almost milky, as you're cutting into it. It's just kind of it, and it just seems to be going ape shit.
Okay, I'm gonna move there. And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, that'll take us to the Shield Guardian.
I'll have Jax come in here. And throw hands.
All right, as it punches into it, it seems to have no effect
At all?
at all. Its weapons are not magical.
He is magical.
Yep.
Okay. Well, end of turn.
All right. That'll take us these little squid guys who just kind of like look a little more worried now, seeing you guys destroy this. But their eyes are still wide, looking on. Some of them kind of like squint and just take a little better cover, slightly, just kind of scoot down from their places. One of them is full on, just kind of like looks like it's like just laying in the air sideways, as using its
like to be friends.
Using its tentacles. Brother. It'll take us to Seb.
They're not doing anything aggressive. They're just observing.
What it looks like, yeah.
All right. Well, I will cautiously keep an eye on them, but I will fry the bigger fish.
All right.
Well, steady aim doesn't require weapon attacks anymore. I think it's just your next attack. Yeah.
That's dope.
So I will.
Well, that's good for arcane tricksters too now. That makes sense.
I will aim. And can arcane tricksters sneak attack with cantrips?
They can't sneak attack, but they can get any spell now.
Sure. But I will aim, and if my character sheet will reopen, there it goes. I will attack it with this advantage. 17.
Yeah, that hits.
12 points of radiant damage.
12 points of radiant damage as this thing just literally starting to go nuts. It's going bananas.
Using its mind.
You would see hear multiple voices kind of emanating from it at once. It's going crazy.
That one sounds like a reindeer. But yeah, no, I will keep a half watch on these.
Yeah. Give me an insight check. I'll say at disadvantage.
I can do that.
All right. Hard to get a good read on these guys. This one does seem to be watching you. But that'll take us to Andres.
Yeah, these guys seem friendly enough, or non-hostile at least. Let's try and finish off this fleshy thing.
Finish off the fleshy thing.
True strike.
23.
25.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another 12 points of
12
damage.
points of radiant damage. As this thing still going nuts, but it is still up.
Dang. Alright, that's me.
All right, Phineas.
I will go ahead and do an acid arrow on this guy.
Okay.
Disadvantage. That'll
Yes.
be 20.
Absolutely. 20 will hit it.
Trying to use my... Oh, I can use on any roll, right? So I can add a d6 to this roll?
Absolutely. For the
Yeah,
damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll that d6. Bumping it up to a 10.
points.
Yeah.
That is enough to do it. As the acid starts covering it, you would just see it start melting. You would hear two no, combined with hollering of a deer being slain. As it falls to the ground, you all would hear a voice in your head. And at the top of the steps, a small, just a little guy, little
What the fuck?
gnome-sized, illithid
God.
with a laser pistol in its hand.
No.
Oh my
Martian.
God.
Stop! You don't know what you're doing. He doesn't know what he's. Oh.
He is coming at us.
Sorry,
And
didn't mean to
as,
spring this.
as it appears with a gun in its hand. None of you guys have ever seen a gun before, except for maybe Alara. Looks like some sort of needle injector thing made of like gold and bronze. And as it does, that's going to be where we're going to end tonight. So we will pick up there as this little mini mind flare appears.
It's kind of adorable looking.
He's just a cute little guy.
He's just a little guy
And yeah,
that eats brains.
so we will pick up there next week, folks, and see what happens here in the Mind Flare Nautiloid with several smaller Mind Flare-like creatures about.
It's cold out.
It's cold out.
Babies.
So stay warm, folks. We'll see you next time.
Later, internet.
Goodbye.
Bye.